you a very true story that illustrates the power of getting perspective, setting a goal, and taking some action. Yolanda is a woman who I met at a networking event about 3 years ago. I liked her immediately. She's smart, she's articulate, she's funny, she's an acupuncturist. She also had a business that was not doing well, and a marriage that frankly was not doing very well either. One day she shows up to one of my workshops. First we do the Wheel of Life balance activity that we just did together. And then we did an activity that's really the crux of my book, which is about identifying your core needs so that you can figure out how to get those needs met, whether it's at work or at home or somewhere else. And so after the workshop, we're talking for a few minutes, and she's telling me what she had learned about herself. I'm asking her some questions, and suddenly, like really, without warning, she goes, "Oh my gosh!" She goes, "You've given me more insight into who I am and what I need in 15 minutes than I've gotten in 2 years of therapy. I think I know what I need to do. I gotta go." And she left before I could even ask her what she meant. And it was a whole year before I saw her again. And when I did see her, I said, "You look like you're glowing," which is a weird thing for me to say because I don't really talk like that, but she did. And then she said something that I thought was equally weird, which is, "I actually feel like I'm glowing." And he said, "So tell me what's been happening this last year." She says, "I realized for the first time when you and I were talking that I hated my own business." Oh. And I suddenly realized why. So I decided I was going to change it. I hated my location. I hated the practice where I was working in, and so I picked up and went somewhere else. It made a world of difference. And then I realized that I kind of hated some of the clients I was serving. I know, right? And then she said, "So I started marketing to a group of people who I thought were more like me, and you know what happened? People who are more like me, they value the service that I provide. So I was able to raise my rates, and as soon as I did, they paid it, didn't balk at it at all. So I'm working fewer days a week than I've ever worked before, but serving more people than I've ever served before, and I'm making more money, working fewer days." She says, "And then remember how I told you that my favorite thing to do was to be out in nature, and I was going out in nature by myself all the time, kayaking, hiking, whatever. But I've got more free time now and more money, so every outing I take, whatever it is, I do one like that with my husband. Remember you told me I should do that? But now I can, and my marriage is better now in 10 years, better now than it's been in 10 years. Which I think is kind of amazing for figuring out who you are and what you want, setting a goal in your business, taking some action, and look at the positive domino effect. Do you think that can happen for almost anyone? Because I actually do. I like Yolanda a lot, but she's not special. She's just human.